Everyone's been talking about this one individual who goes by the name of Tiffany Jolene. This Instagram celebrity, apparently, social media celebrity. I'm not sure if it's Instagram, it's probably Instagram. But Tiffany Jolene has gotten praise, premature praise, from certain women for dissing black men who apparently date outside their race for certain reasons. Specifically, black men who date white women. And if you're an advocate of keeping black men on the plantation dealing with not just a particular kind of woman, but the worst kind of women, you are automatically praised by this certain group. I mean, we've seen it before with the guy who wrote the article about how black men are the white men of the black community, and now we have this. Well, you all might be surprised by the title, but at the end, I'm assuming all of you understand where the title originates from. In defense of Tiffany Jolene, I will state this. There are a lot of dusty, crusty, musty Negroes who are overweight, or socially awkward, or just doesn't have what it takes, or doesn't have what it take. Yeah, doesn't have what it takes to date any chick, let alone a chick outside their race. And in this case, you have a lot of these guys who are just like a lot of MGTOW guys, blaming feminism, blaming blacks, and blaming gynocentrism on them being basement dwellers. You have a lot of black male basement dwellers who are doing the exact same thing. Only this time, a lot of their blame is on black women. And some of it white supremacy, but we all know who. Even on YouTube, we know some people who are like that, who just bitch and moan about, I can't get a woman, or these black... Never mind, I'm not going to even go there. But as far as Tiffany Jolene goes, I will also give her credit to this. For starters, white women are not as submissive as a lot of you black men think they are. A lot of them have a mind in their own, a lot of them tend to hold down jobs, and a lot of them really walk to a beat of their own. These are not the white women of the 1950s and prior who submit to men and stay in the house barefoot and pregnant constantly. Because I think that's what not a lot, but some black men are somewhat looking for, is a submissive version, or a submissive woman, or a woman who's at least willing to cooperate much more than black women. And yeah, technically white women have been known for that, rightfully so. But if you look at the modern day white woman, they aren't that far behind when it comes to black female fuckery. In fact, they have their own sort of fuckery, which is the reason why you see a lot of white guys going for Asian, Latina, Indian women, and so forth. Look at where MGTOW came from. Look at where the MRA came from. Granted, a lot of it was because of them losing control of their own women while focusing on other men. But we won't talk about that. But given the fact that Tiffany Jolene checked a lot of these guys about how, well, if you're going for us just to get a submissive woman, I do agree with her. And I do stand in defense of her in saying that a lot of white women are not submissive. In fact, once you leave the United States of America, a lot of white American women, and the only reason why they're number one in this is because black American women don't travel often. But white American women are notoriously known for being the cum dumpsters. And I'm not saying this because I believe it or because I hold these beliefs, but according to a lot of foreign men that I talk to, according to a lot of foreign men that, seek out quick flings, a lot of them will say that white American women tend to be the easiest women. That's just from experience, and I know there are plenty of white American women who don't travel just for the sake of having sex with as many foreign hot guys as they can, but there are some who do, and a lot of them ruin it for everyone else. And it's a freaking shame, I know how that is. But we have to face facts. But as far as submissiveness goes, white women are not the most submissive women on the planet. Now, this isn't in defense of Jolene in that she is the pinnacle of white females out there. Because let's be honest, Tiffany, Jolene, from what I gather, she is the kind of white woman that most white men wouldn't touch with a black man's dick. These are the kind of women, Jolene, her kind, are the kind who will go out of their way to look black, act black, talk black, do everything it is in their power to present themselves as the stereotypical black female. And that's the thing with a lot of you Negroes. And I have to say this, a lot of you Negroes out there, when you all say, oh, I want a white girl, I can't stand these sisters, I want a white girl. But a lot of you all go for the same attributes, and I'm not just talking about physically, I'm talking about personality-wise, mentally, psychologically. You all go for the same values that you see in these same black females you want to criticize and you want to run away from. Pick a side and pick a struggle. If you're going for the Crayshons, your Fee Nasties, your Cash Me Outside chicks, if you're going for those kind of chicks, Tiffany, Jolene, save yourself the trouble and deal with the scraggle daggle. At the very least, you won't have to deal with the racial hangups. But if you're looking for a girl outside your race, if you're looking for a white, Latina, Asian girl, date a white, Latina, Asian, whatever girl who, at the very least, isn't resembling hood-like characteristics. I mean, can we do that, men? Can we do that, black men, please? But the reason why I am in defense of this woman for this video is ultimately for this reason. If you go on her Facebook page, or if you go on her social media pages, for all the Essence and Ebony's and Madam Who Cares pages, who praises women, praises female, stating that, oh girl, you're honorary sister, we're going to invite you to the cookout, all these other accolades that they've given this woman because she tore down, or what they thought she did by tearing down certain black men. Did all of you credible journalist sites out there, you black female journalist sites, do your research? No? Did you all see the kind of men that she was hooked up with, who was, I'm assuming, is at the very least her boyfriend, if not husband? Did you all see who she was dating, who she was married to? No? I didn't think so. Well, I'll give all of you a small hint. She's with a black man. You all fell for Tiffany Jolene's rant, even if it was a rant, hook, line, and sinker. At this point, I wouldn't think that she's trolling you all, but I think she's so caught up in the black culture that I don't know if she did this just to save face or get some heat off her for dating the black man, but you all rallied for a white woman, a white female, who you thought was on your side because she was going after black men. Turns out, she's sleeping with your men. How do you all feel? How do you all really feel about this? Black women have been taking an L for the past few weeks. It's been L's after L's. And I'm not doing this as some black female fuckery, calling black women out kind of thing, but we have to call it down the line. The only reason why you all rallied behind this female was because you all thought she shared your fight, she shared your animosity, she shared your angst and hatred for black men. And we all know where the average black woman, where her alliances and allegiances lie when it comes to dealing with black men. Especially for the past 50 years. I mean, that's obvious to anyone with a triple-digit IQ of where her allegiances lied and how she views at the average black man. Or not even the average black man, the above-average black man. Because, let's be honest, if you're not messing with the ballingest of ballers, you're messing with the dustiest of dust. There's no in-between when it comes to what black women deal with on average. But in this case, you all decided to crown Tiffany Jolene as the honorary Black Queen of the Week. And it turns out she's on the same side of the men you all despise. How do you like those apples? I can't even blame Tiffany Jolene at this point. I honestly think she was trolling you guys. I really do. And it's hilarious to see that no black female has spoken up on a follow-up story of how this woman is dating a black man or is married to a black man. I'm not sure if she has kids with him, but I'll tell you this. If she does have kids with him, I'll tell you things that won't happen. She won't yell at them for asking one too many questions. She won't belittle them if they aren't aspiring rappers or basketball players. She won't call their hair nappy or their skin too dark or too light. That does happen. She won't send her kids, her biracial children, out to a place, out to a community where they'll be clowned for not being black enough or not even white enough. She won't abandon her kids to go to the club, hang out with the girls, get the hairdo, or bone man and little twin in them. And she won't divorce her husband. Okay, well, all right, I'm probably giving her too much credit for that. Maybe she will, because that's just American women in general. But for the most part, her kids, her biracial. I say biracial. A lot of you say black, but for the sake of argument, since the one drop rule still exists, since all of you want to enforce your little slave views on the rest of society and the rest of the world, her black kids will have a better chance in life than the typical black kids being raised by the typical scraggle-daggle. And before I end this, for the 14% of you black women who are worth a damn, it's about time to speak up. And I think it's the 11:45 hour. It's around that time that all of you might want to get in and put some verbal foots up these hood rat asses and scraggle daggle and betwinch asses. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm helping you out. I know there are good black women out there. For the few of you who I've dated and had sex with, without have you playing games and be like, boy, you ain't black enough, girl, nigga. For the few of you who aren't like that, who I dated and had sex with, I urge you all to correct your fellow women. And I know that you don't want to think of them as fellow women, but look, we have no choice on who we're associated with, especially as non-white people. I'm just saying. A lot of these videos I do is to correct a lot of black men more than black women, if you haven't noticed. And that's because unlike some YouTubers out there who can't even get hood rat pussy, and are just bitching about black women in general, and as I said, they can't get sex without Backpage or tricking. I don't have that perspective, so granted, a lot of it is because I'm indifferent, but that's a whole nother story. So how I'm doing this right now, or how I'm doing this on my channel, I should say, to certain black men, I suggest you few black women who are worth a damn, get your sisters in line, or it's gonna be it's gonna be a long ass ride. I'm just gonna say that. Everyone else out there, always bet on X.